How's it going, everybody? Today we are doing our next container box opening video. It's going to be a little bit different for the first half or so since I wasn't here when it all came in, so I won't get the chance to show you where everything came from. But we have everything from the last, I think, 2 containers. I think one of them didn't really have much, but we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So first up, we have these 2 Giga Chads here. There's going to be more of those. Those just happen to be the ones that were packed in on one of the previous ones. We're going to not waste any time and get right into stuff. So this should be our restock of coins. I think cards were separate, were they? Do you remember?
Cards, yes.
Yeah, the cards were separate? Okay. So I think this one's just the coin. This came in a nice little key chip, an Ongeki key chip box here. Ooh, so fancy. Sure, some collector out there is going to be nutso over it. Should probably not get the serial number in it, but whatever. I mean, it's the box, but what is this?
Wait, that's a serial number?
This one, yeah, the serial label on top.
Oh, what the hell?
What the fuck? There we go. So yeah, like, I mean, I think we've had these in others, and I have a whole stack of them down in the basement, but they come in these boxes. There's our traditional stockpiling of coin, which I still don't know what I'm ever going to use it for, but we will see. And then 2 standees. These were a thank you from one of our distributors for helping them out with something. There were some other ones, but I already had them, so I offered those to other distributors that don't have the opportunity as much. They were nice ones too. I think an Initial D and I forgot what else, but like since we already have them, I'd rather share that with other distributors. So Code of Joker, it's not something that anyone's really going to care about. They had it, and I like to collect the unknown stuff like that for whatever reason in the future. The other is this Maximum Tunes 6 one. We have, I think, the 6R or 6RR one. I don't remember which, but I don't have the regular 6 one, so there's that. And then the rest of the stuff that is here should be out in the game center. We're going to head on out there and take a look at it. I am sure that I will forget something. I am going to be coming back later to look over the list, see what I missed, and over time we'll come back and catch up on that stuff until we've looked at it all up to the next container. I might actually, if you'd like, you want to turn stuff on in here so that we can get the lights up, if you have your phone on here.
That's in the kitchen.
Well, yeah, actually, maybe go grab that and turn stuff on.
Okay.
If you'd like. Go ahead.
Okay. Ooh, spooky.
Also, while we're at it, come on in here. It's kind of funny. I've actually never seen this problem here. There's this light up here. So these lights I usually just leave on all the time because I think that switch also powers, I think, some of the switches and the router in here. So it's easier to just leave it on. But in the summer when there's a lot of bugs, usually like underneath the lights, and I've noticed this more at the warehouse than here, like you'll have the bugs that get up there and die, and there's just like a pile of dead bugs on BeatStream now. But yeah, like I said, I think that was actually, I don't know if it was just the old warehouse or I think I've seen it in Spice too, or certain spots, it's right under a light. Ends up like that. Okay, so getting these on should give us a little bit more light to look at stuff back here. So first off, just to get it out of the way, there should be 4 boxes of posters, or 6 boxes of poster frames. I think because there's these 3 should be the B1s. We can still only get maybe around 30 of each at a time, so it's not really enough to start, you know, listing them again, which is something that I really wanted to do, because it's been years now, and absolutely nobody has stepped up to handle this, and nobody has found any solution to get these over here easily yet. And it was both I wanted to give people a chance, and we're just too busy to be trying to keep up on this stuff. So, but I am starting to, you know, add in what I can on every container and stockpile. I'm not necessarily openly selling them yet or anything, but I am trying to help a couple friends or some people that have been on my list for a long time from before I stopped, and you know, make good on old things. That's, you know, that's the trend of the last year or so, and the next year going forward is catching up a lot on things like that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into things here. I believe this is just, the bottom of this is just going to be more of these. This is something that I've been meaning to pick up for a while. If you go to places, like specifically like the one that you could definitely go to and see this relatively common would be WGC, but a lot of unmanned arcades have these power switches just hanging off the cab. And those are there so that you can turn the cab on when you play it, turn it off when you're done, to save power, you know, and stuff like that. And it's one of those kind of things in Japan that you would never see out in the US. You're not going to find unmanned arcades where people can just turn the shit on and off. You're going to get kids coming in doing like this shit, or, you know, it gets abused. But I've been meaning to go grab some of the same switches like these. And I don't know if I'm actually going to put it on every single cab in the game center. These are not grounded plugs, which it's probably fine. And in general, like, you know, Japan runs it all this way. So it'll be a little extra work. And I have everything, as you saw, you know, is on a switch. Yeah, turn on this end too, probably. Okay. That's where we actually need the light. Mm-hmm. But at any rate, I think I bought like 30 or 50 or something of these, and we may drop them on a lot of the cabs here, maybe at the warehouse. I'm not sure yet, but I wanted to get them imported. So again, I'm pretty sure this entire box is just more of them. That's what it was labeled. Yes. Those are 5 each, so if I happen to go through my, and I don't think these are mixed up, but if I happen to notice that something was missed.
More.
Okay, so I think these are the A2 frames, which we've never gotten before. And I only got these because there was 1 or 2 frames that, yeah, they are, that I've never been able to frame. And this was actually one of my more bigger motivators to pick up the B1s at the same time. Because I'm going to do this, I might as well do this as well. I did not get B2s this time. So these should be the same brand as what we usually get, just in...
Very sorry.
No, you're fine, that's my fault. Just in like A2 sizes. So that's that, that's cool. These will probably last a long time because there's very few posters that come in that size. So there's 3 boxes of these. It looks like this box is more of the switches. So there's got to be more stuff still at the warehouse, right? Because we haven't even gotten to the, or no, I think the flag stands are on the next container maybe. Yeah, okay, so this is just more of the, there's just another box more of those. Was there anything else in here that came in as the cards, probably, right? Were there cards on that container? No? Okay, well, I mean, I'll check the stock and come back. Again, there's going to be stuff at the warehouse, too, that needs to be gone through. But that's at least the stuff that's at the house for now. So when we're back, I'll go through stuff at the warehouse. I think a lot of it got put into the office, right? Was it? Because I think I'd suggested like office and here as options. We'll see. At any rate, there's going to be more. There's not going to be a container for at least another month and a half. So everything after this I'll actually get into on hand. Like I mentioned, there's some Nabori stands. There's also going to be like 100 boxes of UFO prizes. We're obviously not going to be going through Gacha. We're not obviously going to open all of those. There's a ton of stuff on one of the next containers. Like it's loaded up. So more than likely for this video, we'll stop on that one. But yeah, we'll be right back from the warehouse once I get a chance to look over everything there, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm back in the warehouse. This is, I think, as far as I've been told, this should be everything that did not go to the house. So we're just going to open it all up. First is these labeled Mario Kart seat. I'm not sure if these actually were seat parts or something, because I don't remember something like that being on there, or if they just happened to be written for where it was going. It does look like they are seat parts. So, okay. These are old seat parts. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, no, like they messaged me and asked me, it's like, hey, do these need to like go onto the cab that they came on? But I kind of remembered that they had mentioned they were worn out. So I guess the newer ones have been put on there. This is disgusting. Look at that. I mean, we've seen worse, and we've sent out worse before. We've had to clean it. People have to clean them up. But like, I guess they had changed them out, and I think I vaguely remember now. We probably were like, hey, just send us the old ones just in case, because you get one that's completely broken. Obviously, this is still better than that. So there's another one of those over here. Not going to open that up. We know what they are. Moving along, when I looked over my list, the one thing that I did remember wasn't at home was the Nabori stand, and I mentioned it. So here, it looks like they opened one of these boxes to check already, but these are the bases for them. So the Nabori is flag, and specifically in these case, it refers to the, and actually I'll point one out in the office later, but it refers to the Japanese style flags that go up and have the little thing here and they hang. They're specifically like that. These are the bases for it. So this, you would fill this with water, or like some of them you can do sand. But in this case, this one's designed, you fill it with water so that it doesn't fall over. And also it reduces the weight in shipping, so you don't have to ship a giant heavy thing. But yeah, so you'd see these outside restaurants and arcades and all sorts of stuff. I think these go in like this, they twist in. And then these longer boxes, I'm actually not sure what these are then, because these should all be part of it. The flagpole goes into here. So that's these. There's 2 boxes of those. I'm not sure where I'm going to put these yet, so I'm not moving them right now. Let's see. Where did I put that knife? So this is obviously going to be part of it. I think it also says on there it's part of the Nobody. So I'm going to pop open, and I don't want to make a giant mess out of this, so I might just I want to use these because I have a ton of this style, but I don't really have anywhere to put them. So yeah, these are just the stand portions. I think that might actually be all of them. I forgot. I think I ordered like 30. I think that was, oh, there's 20 in here. So I think it might have been just 20 total. And then these, I'm not sure what these are. These might actually be something else then. Let's see here. Mario Kart seat. Oh, you know what? These are, okay, so these 2 are the upper part of the seat. I think I'm gonna just leave those sealed because they're probably the, similar or same, or rather they should be the same condition as those if they're the same type. So yeah, that would be all of the Nobori stuff. This, I think that was just a box. Let's see. Okay, let's see what else would have come in. I guess all these stools here. So these were the ones that were on the container while I was out. These in particular are the same like I have in my game center. These just have these rubber stops on the bottom. I really like these. These have been some of my favorites out of the out of like the patchy slot style stools. This one looks like it's one of the same. They just reupholstered it with something, because it's the exact same structure. It just has like a different thing. This one's interesting. I think this is a one-off. There's a couple of these, I guess, but there's a couple other little varieties like this. This one here. We've got a more patchy slot style stool with the crushed velvet on it, which is cool. Some of those one-offs, I wish I had more space to set up more cabs, because I would love to have that stuff out. That's cool, you know. I'm gonna try and hang on to those. Here's another variety here. And these are the ones I'd mentioned in that container video. Like these guys, nobody was buying them. They were at the point of throwing them away, turning them down. And it sucks because this stuff is great over here. People love it, but nobody's been buying it for whatever reason, other than, I don't know. I believe these benches would be new from that. And it looks like we've got a couple of the crushed velvet ones here. Again, those are gonna be pretty in demand in my opinion. We've got a couple adjustable ones here that are, you know, different varieties. This one looks like it has like the two colors, what I'm assuming used to be red and green, but look at them now. Look at the other side of that one. You can kind of see the color it used to be. It may be blue, more like a red and blue. But I think that was it. There might be something else in the office. I think I moved one thing to the office to check real quick. Yeah, I think I'll probably end up having to spend at least a day or two coming back and cleaning some of this stuff up, to be honest. Was it this box? I don't remember. Oh, no. There was a box out there that Scotty mentioned, but I am curious what this box is. I don't remember what this is. Super premium figures. That's the box this was. Chubadai spare header. Okay, no, this was not one of the parts. Somewhere in here, there's a glass shelf replacement for one of those trading card shelves. One of them we sent out broke. That was on us to replace, so we finally got the replacement for that. These. So somewhere there's a box with the replacement glass for one of these. And then, yeah, so there's one box here Scotty mentioned, and that's this, which I think actually this might be that glass. Yep, that's it. Okay. So I am not going to open that actually, because again, it's a sheet of glass and it's expensive, and like we're hand shipping it down, so it shouldn't be a problem. But just imagine it's one of those glass doors, and this is how they pack it to make sure it doesn't break, which is very much obviously, you know, as I don't think I could ever pack it any better than myself in that. So if you get those kind of parts from Japan, generally you're going to get a pack like this. You're not going to have any problems. So I think that's it for those containers. We're not getting any more for like another month or so. So we'll be back in a month with some of that stuff, and by some of that stuff I mean probably the bulk of this video is going to be the next container. Well, not the next, I guess, because of the way the order they'll come in. There's tons of stuff. I mean, it's packed floor to ceiling, boxes of stuff. We're not going to be getting into most of it, but we're definitely going to be looking over how that's all packed. So yeah, we'll be right back. All right, I'm not gonna pop in and open a lot of this stuff right away, but just as we're unloading, I kind of want to show how this is all coming in, because this is probably all gonna get tucked away very quickly before I can get around to actually going through some of this stuff. So yeah, this container has a lot of boxes. I think I mentioned earlier, you know, there's a lot of stuff coming in. So you can see here, like there's guitars, there's capsule prizes all over things. I think the stuff in the Ongeki is the think that's, I don't remember if that's frames or something else, but like, we've got some capsule balls for the spoons that are the 100mm. I wanted to get a bunch just to have the right size that we can offer them to people. You can see we've used basically every available space, floor to ceiling in the back here even, and I'm gonna hop up here real quick. And you can see, like, basically all you can see back there is the boxes. They're all just packed on top of stuff. So anyway, yeah, I'll come back a little bit more at leisure to go through a lot of this. The capsule prizes I'm not going to open. I'm not really going to go through that list. I think those might be going right back out. But I just wanted to show how they're packing it and whatnot. Yeah, there's another box. They're just almost everything. But yeah. Okay, so I'll be right back, and you know, at least some of the normal stuff we'll take a look at. If not, kind of the where are all these? Even more up there. Yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so like we saw, a ton of these boxes were already in, you know, already all the prizes and all that shit. We're not going to really get into that for this video, but I did look through the list and look at things and figure out a couple things that are not part of those, which means that they will be interesting enough for it to look at. One is these guys, and a bunch of the loose stuff, which is on this one over here. So we'll do these two to start out. There's a couple other things sitting out that we may not open right away. And actually, I'll just point it out now. We have this Zaisu here, which was something that my friend asked for. It's one of those floor seating chairs that goes on the ground that has the backrest. We brought another retro PC in for him here. And this is one of the monitors for those older ones. I'm not sure if we're going to end up opening these. I want to make sure he gets those sent out to him intact. But suffice to say, it's an old monitor that we helped him bring over. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start with these, since we do need to prep and get these ongekis out. We were looking at these, and I knew that there were some Fumos on this one. I think I even mentioned in one of the previous either box opening or container videos that we had thought there was supposed to be some Fumos coming. Oh no, okay, well, you just proved yourself right. They're not. These are the 100mm capsules. So I think I need to open one of these anyway. There was only two. Oh, you know what, Scotty? I know what it was. It was 2 containers ago. I thought they hadn't come. They came on the last container, and those are the ones that you took that stupid picture with. Yeah. Okay, so that's what it is. There is no Fumos on this one. Well, regardless, these needed to come off. So these are the 100mm capsules, which go to these machines over here. That's the size it specifically fits for these, and these I want to make sure to use the correct capsules because of how this works. Any rate, this one looks like it was opened and resealed anyway, so let's go ahead, pop this one open. And again, if we're going to be sending these out with cabs for people so that they have the correct size capsules, we'll have to anyway. There's this Farzo capsule, and you can see like they're a much bigger capsule overall. They're kind of specifically sized for this, so yeah, no Fumos for you. Not today. Side. Okay, and the other one was this, and I think this has most of our small stuff on it. So I'll go over my list and look at a couple things. I know there's, we'll probably actually walk back and take a look at those Gitadora guitars. There's also the Gitadora V8 standee, which I don't know, I haven't actually seen anything that looks like that on this container yet. Okay, so first up, this was a request from someone online for Lightning model turntable platters. So I don't know if you can see on it, but it's got the lightning model grip. Oh yeah. But I think these are just the same size exactly as a normal one. Obviously someone wants this for their own nefarious purposes, but I had heard a story actually when lightning models first came out that like apparently Konami was getting a lot of requests for those parts, and they're like, because they knew what people wanted to use them for and stuff like that. And I just figure over time, I think with them coming out more, probably it wasn't as big a deal. I don't know. It's just rumor. But I mean, here's the thing. It's like I'd happily put lightning model turntable platters and grips on my cab. That'd be cool. And I could have. I probably, I could have just as easily bought a couple extra sets while I was at it and had it for my own use. So, regular restock of cards. Looks like Banapass and Aime. Banapass and Iamuse. Aime we can't get right now. Usual restock of coin. And then this was something that I've been starting to ask around what my distributors can help me with. These are Taito USB IOs, and these are the ones used for Type X4 for like Street Fighter, Dissidia used them, Magician's Dead, Love Live, Densha to Go. Specifically, we're trying to get as many of these as we can for all of the Love Live control panels that we've got floating around, for the eventuality that we can make wiring harnesses, all that stuff, build like home controllers so that all of those can run essentially official hardware. Looks like there's 3 of them spare here. I've asked other distributors for some as well, and hopefully we'll be getting those. I think someone said they had a whole bunch of them stacked up. And we got to get around, what, like 20, 30 of them probably. So that's the start of that. This one, this chonker here is 200 more of our standard Sega locks. Or not standard, but the Game Saru lock for Sega games. And we ran out recently, I think on one of the previous containers, we got more of our barrel locks. I think these are just, these are just spacers. But yeah, these are the same boxes we've got before. I just got 200 because we've got tons of those candy cabs that we aren't selling. And we've been using weird one-off locks or using 5575s or A001s or something until we run out. We should probably actually switch everything we use into these. I'm pretty sure actually we'll probably go through at least 150 of these. So this is nothing new to what we've gotten before. It's nicely packed. It's kind of cute. Since these were sealed from the factory, these were factory newspapers. Let's see what whatever. Nothing interesting to the eye. I'm not like N0 and can read newspapers. So I think that's probably the small stuff, unless they tucked anything inside, which I don't think they usually do these days. But it's good to check. Yeah, nothing inside there. Okay, let's walk over to the other side. I'll get those Guitadora guitars off and try and think of anything else that came in on these containers that should be separate. Oh yeah, this stuff. You want to get into the Pokemon cards right away? I think we might do that. Where'd that Densha go? It was over here. Is it this one? Yeah, Scotty, have you seen the Densha with the Guitadora guitars on it?
It's right in front of you. Oh, it should be nearby. It says guitar select.
Yeah, it's not this one. It's the other one. I thought it was, it was right over here. Is it this one? Did I walk right past it? I did. This was 2 guitars. They happen to have. I think actually I asked for it and they had some, but we needed some spares. And now I've got a couple people that need spares as well. We'll offer that to them. I'm wondering if they put the standee in here too. I think I got the standee off Yahoo Japan, but if we don't find it this time around, well, we'll find it next time. And actually, that reminds me, we should take a look at that knit standee too. So, nothing super special. These also show up on Yahoo Japan, but obviously it's a lot cheaper and easier to just get them through, you know, where you can throw them on a container. So, and I think I even have 1 or 2 more of these left in the, I think one of them is in the bathroom or something. And yeah, no standee in there. Excuse you. You're fired.
No.
Video ruined. We're gonna have to start over.
No.
Yeah, as you can hear over here, the cameraman's a furry.
No.
Okay, so that's that. I still haven't seen that standee. I'm sure it'll turn up at some point, so we'll come back to that. Anyway, before we do that, because that I'm actually more excited for. That's fine. Oh yeah, also these were, I guess these were on the container too. I have no idea what these were for, but they're not just Fate. They're specifically from Arcade. I have no idea what the marketing ploy is for this. Like, sure, I guess you can hang clothes on it, but I don't know. It's cute. I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, so anyway, before I forget, let's take a look at this knit standee. I don't know if I want to unwrap it just right now, but my distributor helped me get this off of Yash. I honestly don't really have anywhere to put this in the game center right now. And I think if I got one of those bag holders, I wouldn't really either. It's kind of why I've been like letting those go. Because honestly, you're paying a ton to, well, and I guess I could also have those set in my distributor, but. Anyway. Actually, yeah, you know what, I'll open it all the way. It's not like this is gonna go anywhere. And I think this also largely went unseen. Like, sometimes this stuff slips through the cracks, or even if someone posts it, like, just nobody bids on it, or something like that. Wow! It's a dried lizard. Why are you walking away? That's fun. What a world we live in. We're importing dried lizards. Okay, so I think this slides into here. Yep. Sweet. I've never seen this before. I'm kind of glad it actually stands on its own. It seems like any of this cardboard, after a while, it tends to fall apart. Like it doesn't even have the back folded out, and it still stands. It's great. That's super cute. I like it. Yeah. Okay, let's get into the exciting stuff, and it's not the lizard. Where'd I put that knife? Okay, so this stuff, we were giving it a shot with, bringing in some trading card stuff. One of my distros has a friend that does that stuff. These ended up being a bit more expensive than I really wanted them to be, but the plus on them was a guarantee from that vendor. They're basically coming straight from Pokemon company. There's a guarantee that they are not opened, repacked, or anything like that. Apparently, that's a big problem in Japan as much as it is over here. Like you'll see many people tell you to not buy Magic product off Amazon, for example, and you know how it's just like everything is really shitty about that. Apparently, Japan has that same problem with things like Yahoo Japan and stuff like that. So, but we bought a bunch of Pokemon product. We were, oh wait, I didn't think this came in yet. I don't think I've paid for these yet. I think, is that right? This is the new stuff, isn't it? Anyway. Yeah, this... Oh, no, I think it's another set. There was another set that we bought after this, that's right. So anyway, here's our product. First up, and I don't know if it's a good idea to actually show these PSA 10s, especially if we're actually going to use them as blind prizes or something. But essentially, these were, well, I won't disclose the price, but we bought 10, which essentially randomized, like, blind box PSA 10 cards. I'll come back towards the end, and maybe if you guys have feedback on that, whether we should actually show what the cards are on video. But yeah, so we've got, I think, 10 boxes of White Flare and Black Bolt. Let's see what we've got underneath. We've got, is it 10 boxes of Battle Partners? Yeah, 10 boxes of Battle Partners here. 10 boxes of, which one was this? Is, Netsufu no Arena, I think is probably going to be 10 boxes. Netsufu no Arena. I don't remember which, some of these are a little bit older sets. I don't remember the Japanese sets as well. Yeah, Netsufu no Arena is 10 sets, or 10 boxes. I'm pretty sure, I think it's also 10 boxes of these. These are the Terrasterize EX set. 4, 6, 7, 8, yeah, 10. And 10 of the Rocket set. I believe that is all of them. Let me see if there's anything under this. Nothing. Okay. So these, we're not sure. Originally, we were hoping to be able to supply people with these, supply the, you know, like card shops or something like that, or even, you know, supply ourselves to do fun stuff with them. But the price we paid on them was a little bit higher than what we wanted. Like you can go online and buy them for roughly about the same price. Just that we have the guarantee buying them this way. These are, you know, actual sealed product. So what do you think on the PSAs? Because, like, I hate to be like, well, maybe I'll just keep them all, but I also don't want to spend, like, nearly $1,000 on PSA cards that I shouldn't be, you know. Here, I'll tell you what, I'll look through them now, at the very least. Yeah, I don't know. Because the other thing is I don't know quite the value of each year. You know what, we'll look through them. I haven't looked up the value of, I don't know the value too much of them, but here's what we got out of the set. Largely, more than likely, all of this product, because of the circumstances behind it all, we'll probably use these as prizes or, you know, stuff like that, hang on to it for a while if we're able to. Just something fun to mess with, and yeah, if we can get stuff at a better price later down the line, then maybe for sure I'll start stocking it for, you know, TCG sales or other stuff, but yeah. At any rate, that's all that I can think of in terms of what's come off this container of interest. I think there's going to be other stuff we'll dig up later as we go through it. As you saw with so many boxes, it's kind of hard to figure out, you know, what we have and haven't missed. And I'll go through my list, but I think we got most of the interesting things. Just maybe need to find that that V8 standee. So yeah, if not that, I'll be back when the next container comes in. That one should actually have some more Fumos and other gigantic things coming in. That's coming tomorrow morning, so you'll get to see those. Yeah, we'll be back. Well, I guess now that I think about it, we'll be back with that since it's tomorrow morning anyway. So yeah, we'll be back with the next container and fill it in with whatever we happen to remember from this one. Yeah, see you back soon. Okay, I did find the Guitar Freaks V8 pop. It's up here on top of Poppin'. So before we leave for the night and come in for the container, I figure we'll just pull this down, pop it open. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I didn't remember if it was like a pop or a standee or something, but I think even someone posted this, but nobody bid on it. That seems to happen a lot, even with like really neat stuff like this sometimes when it comes up. But this is just a cute little, looks like a cute little one. So there we go. I'm not sure where that went. I think actually, you know what? This wasn't a side pop. It doesn't look like it attached, but like just a cute little display. This was, I think, if I remember right, from V8. So yeah. Anyway, that's that. We'll be back tomorrow with that next container. I think it's mainly going to be those plush that we packed in when I was in Japan last time. So we'll be right back tomorrow with that container. All right, I'm not ready to dig into absolutely everything yet, but since I've got a moment and some space right now, I'm going to get the a couple of these loose boxes that I had taken care of. I'm not going to get into, I think, probably the cranes. I've got stuff loose sitting around. I'll pull that stuff out later. Anyway, first up, this was some stuff that I packed in the warehouse. I don't remember which video it was in, but I think I pointed these out in the warehouse. I think it might have been the Japan box video. I'm pretty sure it was the last one. So there's two Wangan 6RR standees here. I have the 6R ones. I don't have these. These do have the kickouts for it there. These have actually been sitting in the warehouse for years now, and I keep bringing it up every time I'm there, but we never actually went ahead and loaded them up. So I've got two of these. One will go in the game center, the other I don't know yet. This is the box for the Dokyuutos that I'll be pointing out shortly. I wanted to keep the original box so that if I keep it or whoever ends up getting it, they can get the original box for it. And I'm actually not quite sure what this is from, if this is a QMA one, but it's like a quiz pop that just happened to be there. I thought there was more in here, but I think I'm looking at it and there doesn't seem to be any. And that's fine. These are the ones that I remember being there, so anyway, that's that. Over here, we've got another box. I don't remember exactly what all is in this one. There's two other thinner flat boxes as well, and those are all like artworks that were from the warehouse. I think they've been sitting for quite some time, and I think this is just part of other parts that have been sitting for some time. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like some artworks and stuff like that. So first up, there is a set of Wangan Terminal, and I think some of these are also regular, like, seat marquee arts there. There is, yep, some more parts there. I forgot if I had asked for these, because, like, I think I've ordered a couple sets before trying to get these for all the 5 cabs that we got. But yeah, I kind of forgot about these. Like I think they had these sitting aside, and I had asked about them probably, and just finally coming back around. There is a stack of posters and artworks here. I will open these up later, as I'd like an extra set of hands. I didn't know these were coming. We'll take a look at these, that way I can, yeah, I'll come back to these actually, so we can see what we got. We've got 2 boxes of things here. I wonder if that's like, I don't know what that is. This one's light, that one's heavy. Ah, yes. Okay, so actually, I think I remember them. They did mention this. We got these earlier in the video. Looks like there is 5 of them here. We'll check out what they are exactly, but these are more of those Taito USB IOs that we're trying to collect eventually to build out an official hardware Love Live control panel dealio, since we've got all those control panels. Since this one's so heavy, I don't think it's the same. It also feels, this feels more like it'd be like a cardstock or something. It's that kind of, has that weighty, you know, thick weight feel to it. But I don't remember what these are. Oh yeah, so this is, oh, you know what? I have to look at my list, because now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I did order cardstock. So yes, this is EMU's cardstock, it looks like. Just, you know, the normal EMU's passes. And I think this was one of our last restocks that we're going to be getting through them for that. But there is 6 boxes there. Glad to have that. I'll have to check my list, because if I'm forgetting that those were there, then probably good sign that I didn't actually look over my manifest to double check when it came in. So real quick, let's just do a walk around, and I'll try to point out the other guys unloaded a couple of the plush already, since they had to move the cranes to a different warehouse. They kind of went out of their way to do that. Normally I would do it on video, but these are the same ones. Again, I think it's the Japanese or the Japan box opening one that I did. We've got a couple of them just strewn around now. I think it'd be out of 2 of them, the barber cut and the, I think one of the cranes, I don't remember. And, yeah, and I guess I'm not going to unpack the rest, so I'll just kind of walk over the rest. We've got these 2 here. Nothing in the bottoms there. This here, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think I showed everything that's in there. Maybe I'll pull those out later. I have to come back anyway, but we'll see. This is probably going to be the last container I'll do. This is the chunk. This is the Dokyuutos that I was talking about. But on top of here, this was, I don't remember what cab this goes to, but this is a volume assembly, volume knob. You would just, that way it can be removed, and an operator can come and install a pot for volume adjust. It's a Taito game. Taito has those. I don't remember exactly which. Yeah, and I guess, you know what, I will come back, because this one hasn't been unpacked at all yet. Okay, and then the last things are going to be these right here. I don't remember what artworks are in here, if this was from their other warehouse, or if it was something else that was at the main warehouse that's been sitting for a while. Again, I had stuff that was piled for well over a year, and it was just sitting in the entrance, and, you know, it's not like anybody's unaware of it being there. It just never got moved over and, you know, put in for shipping. And last time I was there, we finally did that. Looks like I don't want to, that side stapled in. Okay, probably via this side here. Ah, yeah, okay, so this was from their main warehouse. This is the stuff that's been sitting for a while. We've got here some Tycho side pops. I am a little short on Tycho stuff right now. There's some more. Hopefully that can help us complete out a cab's art set. Oh, that's the tape sticking that in. A popper or topper for sound voltics, which is good because a number of the cabs we had coming in didn't have them. So that will go out with somebody. This one is kind of stuck to the tape. I'm going to see if I can get this out without breaking it any further. Not really. This is one of the top back poppers for, I don't know if you can see it, for Tycho, and it's cracked down the middle. It's pretty broken, but having something is better than nothing. I'm going to leave that in there for now. Put this stuff back so that it's secure. Okay, and we'll do this other one. And it looks like none of this is indeed the stuff that was from Osaka, so I'll double check with them on that again later. We've got another pop here for a back Tycho. This one is it's made more out of a cardstock. The other one's made out of this plastic that becomes brittle and cracks easily. We've got a bundle of Street Fighter 4 top arts. They're just kind of a thing of the past now. And one more Sound Voltex topper. This one for, well, it's the same one. They're both Exceed Gear or Vivid Wave or whatever. Yeah, Vivid Wave. But yeah, and that's it. So let's see. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I'll come back and we'll take a look at those posters at least. But that might be it for this video. I have two more containers coming that might have stuff on them, but this is already getting kind of long, and I think it's a good stopping point. So when I get back, I'll sit down with someone, kind of peel the tape off of these posters, get a good look at them, roll them back up, and that'll be it for this one. We'll start a new video for the next batch of containers. So yeah, we will be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna pop open the last two cranes. I decided might as well. I got the stuff in the office to do still, but since we are getting ready to move these out, kind of time's up in terms of using this space to continue storing them. So I'm just gonna get these open and take a look at them now. Then we'll take a look at those posters. Those are lined up to do, and the last like 2 boxes or so of things. So here we go. This should be the easier one. Yeah, I think I take these back up again and undo this. Well, I'll leave that on. Move this later, but okay. So yeah, some of this stuff, I don't remember what was in the if I even did video. I think I did video when I loaded these up. But anyway, we'll see them again. This cushion, I think you can get these at like G-Shop in Akihabara. I think I've seen them in one of the Akiba shops. You can see I put some tape there over them. There's a hole in the seams and all the beams are coming out. So I do need to fix that. I've been thinking about leaving this behind because I have all the other Marisa stuff is in my room in Japan right now. But decided it's probably better to just try to get as much of that stuff out of there as possible, because we're still nowhere near done unloading all of my friend's stuff out of there. And you know, when I get back there at the end of the year, one of the reasons I actually decided, oh yeah, I'll go ahead and actually go again. I wasn't, because I kind of don't really want to go back right now. We have a lot of work to do here. It's just that he's still got so much stuff that we need to prep and send over that's actually kind of a priority to help him get it all done. So this one, I don't remember if this is the original or the Lost Word. I think this is the original. It's either the 1.0 or the 1.5. I think it's the 1.0 Marisa. I have one that's in really awful shape that I need to take to the dry cleaners and see if they can, see if they can fix it up. But that's a nice clean one. I think the Lost Word one might actually still be in Japan. Oh no, it's actually right here. It's this one. So, anyway. I might pop this open. This is all of the smaller Fumos that would have been in a previous video. So yeah, this is the EX7 Marisa, which I think is... Oh no, it's the Korindo version. Yeah. Lost Word, but anyway. So yeah, there's the other version of that. Shut this. I don't even know anymore. The problem is going to be opening the one behind this, which I may not unbag them because it's just going to be a real hassle. So these aren't Fumos, if I remember. This is the whatever jumbo plush Nanoha. I forgot if this one has its tag or not, but I think it's technically not part of the Fumo set. They may have even I don't remember if these like predated it or. And then the jumbo Ikamusume. Also not a Fumo, but very cute. I think that's it. Nothing tucked in the bottom of this one, so this is ready to go. Uh-oh. You're probably gonna wanna put the rubber track back on the glass or something if you end up taking this one.
Okay.
Come on. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, and the one behind this, I think it's only 2 Dokyuutos. So, oh, well, that's right. We're gonna have to unload the top of this too. Oh, the benches are on the other, stools are on the other side of this. Stop!
Done.
Well, no, you're like knocking me over. Okay. So yeah, there is still one more of these monsters over there, and I believe it's the Marisa. Like I mentioned, you know, there's a lot of other Marisa stuff there already. And honestly, I think that one I will actually leave in my room in Japan. They're a pain in the ass to move, and I had to move cranes, which, like, I didn't necessarily not want to, but I certainly have less reason to move the cranes right now, so a little harder to find something to properly pack these in. And those Dokyuutos, like they have to, we're very limited in ways that we can actually move those. So it's probably this key then. There we go. And I don't remember if like this claw was already broken off when we did this, but like it sure as heck is now. But yeah, no, like I'm not even sure if I'll be able to get this out very easily. This one's Reimu. At least these were not as bad as Sakura Miku. That was the worst one to get in, just because her hair was so damn big.
Her hair is very awkward, I've learned.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Jace here recording ended up with Sakura Miku, so she has a very intimate I can't get it out without pulling the bag off of her, and this warehouse is filthy. I don't want to
Get her dirty.
Yeah, not like the foot on Sakura Miku. Holy fuck, man.
Need a hands?
Nah. I just need to get it past this claw. Ugh. But like, there's no traction whatsoever because the bag just keeps wanting to
Slide.
Yeah. I can't keep it fucking on her. There we go. She may get just a little dirty. I don't know what to do with her. I didn't originally, I mean, it's weird to say I didn't exactly want her or anything, but she is precious. Fortunately, at least I can say this wasn't my mistake to pick up. That was my friend's mistake. I'm just the one correcting said mistake. So here she is. I don't think we got a real good look at her in any previous videos or anything because she was already bagged up. But there's the Chonk Master herself. I think there's one other thing in here. Oh yeah, I forgot. This was actually in a previous, I bought this I think in February, the first trip this year or something, was this pastel coon. And that was just thrown in there. So there's her. I'll probably at some point, you may see her in a later video, but right now we want to just get this stuff done. So I'll throw her over here. And I think this one is Yomu. And I think I'm going to have to just open it out the other side. I don't know if I can. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I was talking to you. These came with all the Toho ones. I don't know what's in them yet. They did not come with Sakura Miku, and I haven't opened these yet. But maybe I might open one of those and see. Let me see if I can slide this one over without busting up these claws. I think I can't, so I'm gonna just go to the other side here. And this one's actually tied up, so it should stay shut. And even these four, the Marisa that's behind, these two, and Sakura Miku, aren't even going to be the last of what we're getting. Sounds like I'm probably going to be helping someone. Someone bought one of the HoloLive ones, and they're asking for help on getting those back as well. And, you know, not even about like tariffs and difficulty of shipping and whatnot. I think just with as large as they are, and if you, I don't even remember which video it was, but if you look back and find the one where we got the Miku, that box was freaking massive, and I don't remember how we got it here. I think that came in on a container. It had to have. You know, I don't know how people get this stuff over here otherwise. You know, there's obviously people that have them. You can buy them from their shop, but and I'm really curious.
Oh no, my friend shipped a Sakura Miku not too long ago. I think it was like air freight. Cost him $1,200 just for shipping.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Man.
I was like, they had no choice. They had to do it.
All right, we got this one out safely, it looks like. Let's go ahead and give you guys a peek. Yeah, I had half of mine. Like one of the HoloLive ones would have been nice and all, but these are already a disaster. If you have one, unless like you're pretty much done just with one. So there's her gigantic, delicious ass. Yeah, look, it's a cotton candy. She's got her cotton candy there too. Fucking giant. Giant hoe! Okay, so yeah, no, like, that's that. Let's go inside real quick and let's just get the last of those things done so that I can just... I'm sorry, guys. This video, like... I've been wanting to get these done for a while. Let's pop one of these open too, but I never get around to it. We've been super busy lately, so I think I might have shown the neat little door handle things that came with these. They're in my room in Japan. I might point it out again in a later video. But okay, so I guess here's what comes with it is just oh my god.
Oh, it's a 2-person carry.
Oh, that's cute. I assume it's probably the same diagram for all three of them, so I won't open them all, but like, that's fucking cute. It's just giant warning label. You can, this is obviously not just for the warning, this is to put on display. That's fucking cute. Yeah, I love that. Oh my god. Okay.
Now I need to make a scan of that and actually make one for Sakura
Oh,
Miku.
absolutely. I would love to make a scan of this and do,
Make some joke ones.
yeah. This is fantastic. I'll take a picture of that later too. All right, yeah, let's go inside real quickly, knock out these things. Grab that stand here.
Yep.
I
All right.
got it.
We'll pause now and we'll be back in a
No,
sec.
no, no need.
Oh, okay.
You're just gonna walk on in.
Just gonna follow you?
Yeah. Yeah, remember, that's your box.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking giant ass box. Okay, so a couple things. Well, one thing I forgot specifically. I'm not going to pop these open. There was a Resort Anthem and a Linkle Marquee. They've been sitting there for years now, and we keep seeing it, keep mentioning it, and then both parties keep forgetting it. Finally, we got these over. There's a couple other marquees there that I have been eyeing. Some neat stuff like an original Project Diva Arcade, not Future Tone marquee. They are currently still wanting to hang on to that for a while. There's like an Ongeki Summer marquee. Like, in reality, and I know how it is, they're not going to find a use for it. They you know, their excuse is they want to keep it in case a machine needs something. It won't, but it is what it is. You know, you can't have everything, and we do respect them on their wishes with stuff, you know. So, but anyway, that was just part of this is me. Blah blah blah, but it's stuff that's been sitting around for a while. This, I don't remember if this was these were some prizes that someone had bought and then they just like disappeared for years. It was one of the distributors had stuff like that, and they're like, well, do you want them? And it's like, we'll take them. I don't think it was actually these. Now I think about it, it was some other boxes of prizes, but it's a bunch of school days, like Bandori girls party stuff. These are all mini Nesoberries, so there's 2 boxes of these. These will be prizes that we'll be using. To which Kitty here was getting a nice big smile. Got some nice prizes. So it's 2 boxes of those, and then this box is, I forgot what these are, if these were figures or something, but I think these are also, they're also...
Is it not Museka parts?
But I think a lot of some of the other prizes, the ones that have been sitting, that they were just like not sure what to do with it. And I think the story was something along the lines of they were going to buy cabs and they didn't, and then the stuff was already paid for, and it kind of just, I don't know. So, oh, we can't even see the. Let's just pop open one of the boxes. Oh yeah, they're figurines. So yeah, these are. Oh my lord. So yeah, whole box of them. So that'd be 20 in the box or something like that. But yeah, we'll use these as crane prizes as we get used to, you know, learn about them and operate and whatnot. This was just something that came along with it. And then the very last thing, like I said, I promised we'll take a look at these posters, and that will be it for this video. We're not going to go into the Gacha prizes, like, especially if that becomes regular. We're going to be getting so many of those, it's basically impossible to try to do that. So I'm going to go ahead, let's set this up here, because it's going to be easier with both of us to properly display these posters. These are all essentially junk posters that, you know, you can see some of these already are, you know, relatively torn, but so yeah, if I can get my extra set of hands over here.
Yep. Let's just
we'll
set
just
up.
take a quick look at all of these one at a time or whatever. Like, most of them aren't super special, but, you know, the ones that are beat up, we'll put them up, or I might gift them to people or things like that. Yeah, they're kind of stuck together. I had to rip up some of the posters even more trying to get that
knife?
tape off. Yeah. Here.
Okay, do not
So yeah, there's a Tekken 7 here. There is Wong and 5 DX Plus. Like, I'm not worried about any of these really getting too damaged because they're already bad. God, I feel bad doing that, but at the same time, look, they're already pretty trashed out. So anyway, there's a Wong and 5 DX Plus. There's a X boost there. Let me get this out of the way so that we can zoom in on this. So, go ahead and just grab it to the, no, all the way down. All the way down there. So you can see the whole thing. And then just drop it. Next one. SNK Hero Lines. We got another Tekken 7.
upside down.
Yep. And this stuff can be tidied up. Wanted to show another X boost.
No, that was the
one we looked at. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this one I really tore up trying to. We got a Judith in Paradise, I think. Yeah.
Get below you.
I don't know how much this is going to end up in frame, but we already saw that anyway.
X boost.
Yeah, looks like an X. Is
Command
this
list.
That's not a. I guess that
It's
is
an
a
X
poster.
boost. Yeah, command
Yeah,
list.
it's weird because it's a
Part
weird shape.
1. Yeah, that's a part
Another
4.
command list. And then Nitro Plus
Nitro.
blasters.
Yep.
And then I think this is the last one. This one was super torn, like all the way down. This is King Fighters.
Hold up
So,
a
yeah.
little more.
Huh?
I don't know. It doesn't go that low.
Okay.
Oh,
Whatever.
whatever.
Yeah, anyway, that's all of them. They're just kind of, they're super trashed up. These are, I wish I had more wall space and whatnot. Like, this would be fun to just throw up somewhere. And, we'll clean it up later. But, yeah, I guess that's it. I don't think we have a lot coming on upcoming containers anyway, so. So yeah, that should be it for this round. Just real quick before we wrap up, kind of you can get a visual for just how much prize stuff came in. We'll kind of walk over it. I think we only sent about 10 of the boxes to the last con, so whatever we have here minus. Anyway, this will be the last we've got for this batch of cabs and whatnot. I don't think we have too much more coming in anyway, so yeah, we haven't. I think Poppin might be the only cab we haven't unloaded yet. We've got most of the stuff up there, most of the stuff up here, on top of all these, and a couple over here.
So like, I mean, it's a lot, but you know, we'll get through it. But yeah, that's it for this batch of container box opening. I don't think we have anything else. I forgot, did we open one of the boxes of, I don't know if we opened one of the boxes of capsules. Where did that box go?
It's in the office under those big piles.
Yeah, I guess we can just point that out real quick. Oh, no, you know what we forgot? I was going to open up the, here, just open this Fuma box real quick and then we'll call it. You have that knife, or is my tool?
It's right, there's our knife right here.
Yeah, perfect. All right, grab those off real quick. So just super quickly, if I remember right, this was the first round of Fumos that I sent over. It's been relatively difficult and time-consuming to properly document everything, but that's the first batch of Fumos. There's a couple bins already packed and labeled back in Japan that'll be on a later one. But yeah, anyway, so that's it. Thank you for watching this video. As always, we'll be back with more sometime in the future. If you enjoy this content, like and subscribe. I don't normally plug that, but you know, I'm sure it helps. But anyway, stay safe as always. We'll see you in the next video. Be well, and you know, take care out there, guys. We'll see you next time.